Hello YouTubers, this is Dialer. In this video I'm going to review the W1 Smart Bracelet from Elephone that I got from efoxshop.com. As always, take a look down in the video description for more infos and a link. So let's take a look here on the box. We see it says Elephone W1 Smart Bracelet. And we see some of the functions that I will show later in the video. We also have the QR code, and what's included in this box is actually only the watch, and then we got this for the charging. So there is no charger with included, only the cable here. So you just put this, for example, to your laptop, and then you charge it. So you just put it on like this. So included is also this user manual, and I think it's a good idea to read the manual because it tells a lot of the features and functions and how you have to use the buttons. We can see here they explain the features and functions. What we also see here is the specifications of the product, and it's a MTK6260. It says it has the G-SENSOR, and it supports Bluetooth 2.1 and 3.0. It has a LCD screen 0.49, and it's a OLED. It's 64 by 32 dots. The battery capacity is 180 mAh, and it claims to have a standby time of 180 hours. Also, it supports different kind of languages. So what's important else? These QR codes are important because you have to download and install an app on the phone, so you can communicate together with the phone, with the watch, and then you can use things like remote camera, and you can look for the phone if it's lost. And it has things like anti-theft and remote synchronization, and of course pedometer function and sleep management. So you install a QR code app on your phone, you scan these codes, you install the apps, and then you take your watch, and then you have to connect it. So let us see how it boots up. So what you notice is that it has a really loud and annoying startup tone. It's actually not my taste, but that's how it is. It's the same when you turn off the bracelet here. So I haven't found a way to turn this off, so I guess this is just standard when you turn it on and off. Let us take a look on the design. The bracelet actually looks really nice. If you look at it, it's some kind of metal, it's not plastic, but still it's really light. And when my wife saw this watch, she immediately fell in love with it. So I guess women do like this kind of watch. So here we have the port for the charging cable, and on this side we have two buttons. One button is the power button and the back button, and this is the selection button, and you can press and hold this to select. And here we have the microphone. In the front we have the loudspeaker. Of course you can adjust the size of this bracelet here. Let me just show it. Like this. Or like this. So when you adjust it, you can see here it has to say click, and then it holds. One thing I found out is if you adjust it to the minimum here, then it's not possible to click it on for some reason, because it bends like it does here. You can't click, but here you can. So if I have to say something negative about it, here you can't close it completely. It will not hold. And here on this side we see it says Elephone, and on the back we have the Elephone logo. Also we can see small screws here in the corners. So here I have my Elephone P2000, and I installed the Bluetooth notification app and the Fondue app. So if we first take a look in the Bluetooth notification app, we see that you have to allow it to, in the settings here, the accessibility settings here, we will go here and set this to on. And you can control what app should send out the notifications, and which app should be blocked. Also you can see here it enables the SMS service and call service. And we have things like looking for watch. Let me also just show you the Fondue app. And as you can see, this one is in English. So the first time you install it, it will be in Chinese, but after an update, it will check the phone language and switch over to English. So now I'm going to show you how to connect the smartwatch with the phone. First of all, you go to the phone, to the Bluetooth. You enable, of course, Bluetooth here. And you go to, it should be visible for all nearby devices. Then you go to the smartwatch here, and you click until you come to Bluetooth. You click and hold. You can set it to power on, visibility on. Then you go to search and hold again. Then it will search for devices and find the P2000. Then you again hold, and it will say pairing. Then it will notify you here on the phone. You say pair, and here on the watch you click until you come down here, and here you hold again, and it will pair and connect. Then it will ask you to access your contact and call history. You say yes, and it should be connected now, and it also will vibrate to notify you that it's connected. You will see this message: Bluetooth notification connected. You see on the phone it's connected. You go back with this button, and you can see in the corner we have the Bluetooth symbol. We see here it's connected, so now you're connected with the phone. So now let me show you the watch and the menus and so on. While I do this, I will give the watch a little charge. So this button, you turn it on, and here you see it's connected with the Bluetooth. You see the clock, and you see the battery status. If you click here again, you turn it off. When you hold here, you go to the menu, and first we have the phone book, and you hold and here you can see the phone book from the phone. You can go back. We can go to call history, and here you can do different calls. You can see missed calls, dialed calls, received, all calls. Let me show the message. We can see the inbox here and the outbox and send. And here we have the Bluetooth settings, power on, visibility, search, and so on. Then we have the remote notifications. This is empty right now, but if you have a notification on the phone, these will display here with text. Then we have the anti-lost, and right now I have this on to vibrate only. You can also select other things here, like let me show you here. Select, for example, vibrate and ring, or only ring. This means when you move the watch 10 meters away from the phone. So this is when you have forgotten your phone, for example, and you're going away, but suddenly it vibrates here, and it will remember you that you didn't take your phone with you. And here is if you misplaced your phone, you can look for it. It will call your phone. So this way you can find the phone if you don't know where you placed it. Let's go to the pedometer. And let me show you here. Let me start it. And here we see 8. So this means I walked 8 meters, but I didn't. Let me go back to the next, to the sleep mode. And I guess this somehow will monitor your movements maybe, and register this and send it to the device to see if you are sleeping good. And here we have the remote camera. Let me start this up. So right now we see something on the display, and it will actually try to show something here on the watch in a very small display. So you can take a picture. Let's go to the settings here. We have things like alarm. We have time and date. You can set the home, for example, another city here. And you can set the time and date here manually. Of course, this will sync with the phone. And we have languages. Here you can see different languages. And that's it for the features. So another thing is that now I'm getting a Bluetooth notification, you can see here, because the battery is getting low. So I can click here and it will say battery. So because it notified me about the battery is low, this will be here inside in the remote notification. Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye. Die Kette-Nummer ist nicht vergeben.
So now to some pros and cons about this bracelet. So the good things are the price, the design, the materials, the functionality, and that you can adjust the size here. I also like the display, and it has many good features. It has a loudspeaker, and it has 2 OK buttons to control the menus. And actually I think it looks good on the arm, so this would be a perfect present for your girlfriend or wife. Also, I really like that the screen here is really bright and clear. Regarding some of the bad things is that for the first here, as I showed earlier in the video, if you put it on the smallest here, you can't lock it correctly. It can't lock here, only locks here correctly. So that's not convenient that they made this hole, but it can't really be used. And what I also don't like is how it's charged with this kind of connection here. Instead of the normal micro USB, I would say there is plenty of space to use the normal. And another thing is that they could maybe have made more buttons here on the side, but it's okay to use the 2, but it would have been easier to control with more buttons. One thing I also noticed is that when you are charging the bracelet, it will take a really long time to charge completely, so you can expect at least 3 hours charging when it's on 0 to 100%. So that's a really long time to charge a very simple watch. And another thing I also miss on this watch is some volume rockers or possibility to adjust the volume when you speak with one, or for the ringtones for example, but there are none. The only thing you can do is when it's you have a call, you can press on this button on the side and it will lower the volume 1 step, and if you press again it will raise the volume 1 step, but there is no real possibility to adjust the sounds. If I have to say one thing more is that the screen here is okay and it's clear and good, but it could have been bigger. There are plenty of space here to make the room bigger for the screen, but still I think it's okay. I personally think that this is a really nice gadget for the lady or the girl. It looks really nice, it has a nice design, it's light, and it has some nice features. So that's it. This was my review of the W1 Smart Bracelet from Elephone. If you have any questions, please write them down in the comment. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, see ya.